Hello everybody, welcome back to my studio. I'm going to talk today about this Digitech hardwire. It's a heavy metal distortion, and I'm going to show you that it can actually be a lot more versatile than just being used strictly for very heavy distortion, heavy metal style. My style tends to be more blues, classic rock, and we're going to find out what this can do if you put it in a low gain setting, and we'll put it up to the high gain too, just for fun. In my situation, I would tend to use it in a low gain, and we're going to find out if that can still be usable. And we're going to run it through this PV 400 bass amp, and it actually makes a phenomenal guitar amp, running through also the Fender bass cabinet. And just for the fun of it, we're going to be kind of unconventional here. You would expect heavy metal distortion to be using a heavy metal guitar, but I'm going to run through this Gretsch Streamliner. So we're going to use it in a way that you wouldn't expect, just for the fun of it, just to find out what happens. All right, so let's plug it in. Let's see how it sounds. All right, so here we go. Let's turn it on. Gain is as low as it's possibly going to get, and I've got the frequency right in the middle. I've got the mids in the middle, and I've got a lot of the lows taken quite a ways out too. So we're going to start with that and see what we get. That's the least amount of gain that I can get, but it's not terrible. It's actually very usable. Okay, so let's dial it in a little bit. I've got the mids right in the middle. Let's see what happens if you take the mids out. I'm going to actually take them all the way out. Not a bad sound. Kind of a fuzz tone almost. Bridge pickup. Kind of a Beatles sound, I think. Back to the front pickup. Okay, so that's a tone that I can actually use. It'll be great in a blues song, maybe not all the way through the chords, but you can use it that way too. But I would probably use it to kick on when I go into a lead. Maybe something like that. Let's see what the tight setting does. So we're on loose right now. Here's tight. mid's back in the middle. And they get pretty harsh right there. My opinion, I could be wrong just because I play a different style, but when you go to the tight setting, it's almost better for lead. So that's mids only about a little over halfway. I'm going to put them all the way up just once, but it's probably going to hurt my ears. I'm going to take them about right there. To me, that's a little bit more of a usable sound. See, I can use that. All right, so this frequency knob, I've got it in the middle right now. I'm going to take it all the way to the left and see what happens with the mid set where they are. I feel like kind of brightened it up, maybe. All right, so that's back in the middle. Okay, I'm going to take the frequency all the way to the right. That's on my front pickup. Let's go to lead pickup. Yeah, definitely makes a statement for sure. Let's put this back in the middle just to see what we got. Take the mids all the way out. I'm going to turn this knob all the way to the right. I mean, there's really endless options as to what you can do depending on where your mid knob is set, and then you can adjust from there. Just for fun, let's go all the way to the left with it now. Kind of took all the bottom end out of it. It has a lot of resemblance to what a wah-wah pedal will do. You can kind of yeah, see, that's That's the sound that you would get also by rocking a wah-wah pedal. So what it's doing is kind of taking that nasally, referred to as that nasally sound of the mids. There's a time and place for that. It can work. Okay, so I'm going to put my mids back where I like them. About right there, I think it was. I'm going to put this back in the middle. Maybe about like that. All right, I'm going to go back to the loose setting. Let's try adding just a little bit of gain just to see what we come up with. Let's go about halfway. Staying on the loose setting again. Yeah, that hurts. So let's go back down here. But I will try the frequency knob again. Let's go this way, all the way to the right. Let's go back to the left. All right, I'm going to go one more time. Let's go all the way up with it. I'm going to turn up the bass on this bass amp just a little bit. Let's just see what it does. Let's see how it responds when I turn the tone way down on the guitar. I actually like the way the notes sustain that way. When you go into chords this way, it's just going to be mud. as bad as I expected. I mean, we got to do it since we got that kind of high gain on, running through a big, heavy, very bassy amp. We got to try it this way. You've got all that fuzz sound. Let's do a little bit of this. Let's take this gain back to where I would probably use it. I would probably be anywhere between half to all the way off. I tend to like the loose setting. It works really well for just straightforward rock. Yeah, definitely have a use for it there. So, do I have a use for it? Yeah, absolutely. I could definitely use it as a low gain blues driver. Or I can crank it all the way, full distortion. I can still use distortion like that for lead solos sometimes. Turn that tone knob down, you get this really cool, kind of a soulful sound. So, hey, it works. So, somebody out there, if you're trying to get some unique sound, something different, try using some of your heavy distortion, but try actually bringing the gain down, which that seems like you're doing the opposite of what it's made for. But you can really get some cool tones with the low gain distortion. So there it is, and let's see what kind of music I can come up with. Till next time, we'll see you.